Hey Tony, it's Thursday, and first off, to answer your question of the week, our weekend was pretty low key. I mean, it was a pretty relaxing weekend all in all. Didn't really do a whole lot. Otherwise, yeah, it was fine. Still a little shaggy because I meant to trim up this weekend and I didn't. And I'm gonna be trimming up as soon as this video's done because it's starting to get annoying. So we'll go from there. But second off, congratulations, Tony. Congratulations. I'm super happy for you. That's super exciting news. And I'm happy for you. I really am. Like, I wish I could say more than that. It's just, last night when I saw your video, after I actually saw Tori's post on Facebook, well, actually Taylor saw the post, I was just like, I was happy for you. I really was. I jokingly called you a couple choice words for, not telling me, but I knew why, especially after watching your video. I was like, yeah, duh, no wonder that, like, that you didn't let me know, and I didn't expect you, because I didn't let you know when I proposed to Taylor. But it was a pretty good way to end last night. I told the girls I work with, they're all super happy for you and super excited, and it's gonna be an exciting lifetime, truly. And I'm just filled with such joy and happiness for you, Tony. But what I actually want to talk about this week is hearing your story and how you proposed kind of made me want to tell Taylor and I's. And it's cute and pretty funny and not that different from you necessarily. So when Taylor and I ended up taking a trip together to we went to Florida to visit her grandma and the rest of her family. While we were there, and we'd been together for about a year and a half or so before that point, and we were just sitting on the couch. I think we were watching How I Met Your Mother, and I was filled with just such love, happiness, and so kind of on a whim, similar to you, I asked Taylor if she wanted to marry me. She said yes, and we went from there. Now, we said it like, it wasn't in jest, but it was still like that was our, yeah, we want to do this. And then a couple months later, it was in April. In fact, it was April 2nd, because Taylor always gave me a hard time and said, had I done it the day before, she wouldn't have believed me. But on April 2nd, I had, so, funny story with the ring, actually, the ring I got Taylor. It had somewhat been spoiled. So I had been looking around for rings anyway, and so I went into a nice little store called Rogers & Holland, which was in the Toledo Mall. It was in the Franklin Park Mall. And I saw a ring there that I really, really liked. I was like, oh, I really like that. That's something like that I'd really like for my girlfriend who I'm going to be proposing to soon. And the lady who I was working with kind of misunderstood me and thought I was ordering it then and there. So I get a call a couple of days later as Taylor and I are just, I think we were sitting at the table doing something or another. I don't even remember what it was exactly, but I get that call from the ring company. And apparently for a split second I had just like a look of utter shock on my face, which kind of spoiled the surprise for Taylor a little bit. But then we ended up just kind of carrying on with the day as it was. Well, I had that Thursday off. Or not Thursday, I don't remember what day of the week it was, but I had that day off. And so I was able to do some running around. And I asked Taylor, I said, hey, you know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't had a little dinner date in a bit. So I ended up convincing her to go out to the P.F. Chang's over at the Fallen Timbers Mall. And ended up, shortly after dinner, I ended up proposing to her. And I felt so bad for our poor waitress, because she walked in trying to take our orders and saw Taylor and I kissing after she had said yes. And just, immediately from what we understood, just hightailed it, turned around, came back a little bit later, was like, so was that just an engagement I saw? So we said yes. She ended up, the restaurant ended up giving us free dessert, which is pretty cool. But it's, I think that was a long time ago at this point. Because it was before I even moved out here, so it was would have been over 5 years ago. It'll be 6 come next April, I think is what it is, which is kind of crazy in its own way. And you know, all these years later, here we are. So Tony, my question for you is completely unrelated, but I'm planning, I think, if it's cool with you, I'd like to change my video days to Thursday. Thursdays are just a lot easier for me. Fridays are always a rush when I get home. We have people coming over usually shortly thereafter. So it's always a rush, but Thursdays are usually pretty calm. So if it's cool with you, I'd like to change my videos to Thursday. So Tony, with that, I'll see you on Wednesday. Later, bro, and congratulations again.